Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
So someone poses this question to Sayyid Sistani, Hafidhahullah, and this is an istifta'. You can go on his website. It's in Arabic, but I'll read it and I'll translate just some excerpts of it. The question that was posed to Sayyid Sistani was, هل يجوز تغيير جنس الإنسان من رجل إلى أنثى? The question is it permissible for a person to change their gender from a male to a female or vice versa? And Sayyid Sistani goes into a lengthy discussion. And one of the things that the Sayyid is asked about, he was asked if hormone treatment and surgical procedures actually transition a person from male to female. Because if someone wants to undergo gender reassignment, they give them, testosterone, estrogen, they perform certain surgeries. Sayyid Sistani, he says these surgeries altering the external organs does not make you the opposite gender. It doesn't make you the opposite sex. He says, فَهَذَا كُلُّهُ hormone therapy, gender realignment surgeries, فَهَذَا كُلُّهُ مِمَّا لَا أَثَرَ لَهُ. You went through this surgery and it didn't result in a transition from an Islamic perspective. Because some scholars say that the definition of a man and a woman is decided by the urf. Does society really see this person as a man? Does society really see this as a woman? Or are people just being polite? So Sayyid says, فَهَذَا, all of this has no effect on the reality of the person's identity. وَلَا تَتَحَوَّلَ الْأُنْثَى إِلَى ذَكَرٍ. A female does not become a male in reality through hormone therapy or through gender realignment. وَلَا الذَّكَرُ إِلَى الْأُنْثَى بِشَيْءٍ مِّن ذَلِكَ. Sayyid Sistani challenges the possibility of even making this transition. So what does he say? He says he allows surgical procedures when it comes to people who have physiological abnormalities. He says if there is some ambiguity, if someone, for example, has both organs and one of them is seen as dominant, he says you can do a surgery that brings out the more dominant. So this is not gender realignment. Sayyid Sistani is basically saying you're allowed to do a surgery to remove ambiguity if there is a physiological abnormality. And then he says, وَأَمَّا مَنْ يُعَانِي مِنْ اضْطِرَابٍ نَفْسِي. As for those who suffer from a psychological condition, في هويته الجنسية, they have a gender crisis, identity crisis. It's psychological. This is someone who is biologically male, biologically female. There's nothing physiologically wrong with them. He says, someone who doesn't have any physiological abnormality, فَلَا يَجُوزُ لَهُ بَتَاتًا أن يقوم بتغيير مظهره الجنسي الخارجي إلى مظهر الجنس الآخر. Sayyid Sistani says, if it's just psychological and it's not physiological, it is not permissible to alter your external sexual organs. You're not allowed to. So Sayyid Sistani, he says, it is not permissible to perform these surgeries, and he says what? كما لا يترتب على هذا التغيير لو وقع أي أثر شرعي. For example, if a biological male decides that he wants to be a woman, and he castrates himself, and he takes estrogen, Sayyid Sistani says, first of all, you committed a sin by going through this surgery. I don't give you permission, this is haram. Secondly, even after this surgery, you are still Islamically considered a male, and the laws of males still apply to you. Meaning, women still have to cover in front of you. There's no that. You are treated as a male. Nothing has changed. فَيَبْقَى الرَّجُلْ عَلَىٰ أَحْكَامِهِ الشَّرْعِيَّةِ. The man remains on the rulings that apply to man, and the woman remains on the rulings that apply to women.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد